just going to be hanging out with you. We're back at the random fact generator, mentalfloss.com, and I'm just going to be reading some facts to you today and giving my shotgun opinion about the facts and then moving on. Should be a lot of fun. You will get to know some interesting perspectives that I have based on the facts. And to be totally honest, I kind of just like to make videos like this once in a while. I know that the role plays are pretty popular among our little family here, but sometimes it's nice for Mr. Tranquil to just hang out with my fans. Let me know what you think in the comments about live streaming. This is kind of just like how I would live stream, except the only difference is that obviously this is pre-recorded. So let me know. Let me know what you think about live streaming and hanging out together. Okay. Also, because this is freeform, I'm going to go a little bit longer on this one. So if you are the kind of ASMR consumer that enjoys maybe not necessarily watching the video and just putting in headphones and maybe going to sleep, that's how I am. This will be a nice one to fall asleep to. Okay. Amelia Earhart and Eleanor Roosevelt once sneaked. I think it should be snuck, right? They once snuck out of the White House. Oh. Okay. Also, I have dyslexia if you're new here, so I have to reread a lot. But that's just what life gave me, baby. Once sneaked out of a White House event, commandeered an airplane and went for a joyride to Baltimore. Okay, that's pretty amazing. I would say yes to that. That's great. Do more stuff like that in life. Sloths may be the only mammal that doesn't fart. That's interesting. That would honestly be really nice, No gas. Everybody wants that. Moving on. The Crooked Forest in Poland is home to hundreds of pine trees curved at 90-degree angle. That is really interesting, and if I was in that forest, I would wonder if I had taken some kind of substance. Wisdom teeth serve no purpose. They're left over from hundreds of thousands of years ago. As early human brains grew bigger, it reduced space in the mouth, crowding out this third set of molars. I have my wisdom teeth out. There is a great video of me high on laughing gas, I guess, when they took my wisdom teeth out. If we get to 3 billion subscribers, I will upload that video. Moving on. China owns all of the pandas in the world. They rent them out for about $1 million a year. That is a strange business, but I will say, you're making money. I guess that's good. You need to make some money in the world, but also money's not the answer. I think we all know that. Moving on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Here's a little thing about Tranquil Blab. I'm going to move myself over here a little bit so you can see my left hand. Oh, God. Let's just come right in here. Hello. When I can't read a word, I usually just skip it and edit out the video, but let's have some fun and let's not edit this out. So I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Just love me and forgive me. Quetzalcoatlus. I'm not saying it again. The largest flying animal ever was as tall as a giraffe, giraffe. It may have used its powerful four limbs to pole vault into the sky. Fun fact about me, and this is why it's fun to do this. I was a pole vaulter. I was really bad though, but I liked it. This was way back in high school. That's actually pretty cool. That might be one of the coolest dinosaurs I've ever heard of. The national animal of Scotland is the unicorn. That's interesting because that kind of like begs the question of like, if that's their animal, then it exists. I'm not going to say it doesn't exist. I maybe don't think it exists personally, but your perspective of the world can be fun. Believe whatever you want, as long as it doesn't hurt other people. If you want to believe there's a unicorn running around somewhere, do it. Human beings are the only animal comforted. I'm sorry, guys, I can't read, I'm telling you. Human beings are the only animals confirmed to cry tears in response to emotions. Interesting. Since we're just sharing everything here and just hanging out, I often don't cry. Well, that's not true. I'd say I cry a few times a month, but the caveat here is I typically don't cry when I'm sad, or I really don't get angry, but if I get angry, I don't cry then either. I always cry out of happiness. It's usually just like 3 tears. Pop, 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 pop. Is that kind of nice? Pop, 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 pop. Cry out of happiness. A study done by the University of Glasgow found that dogs appear to prefer reggae and soft rock over other genres of music. Interesting. Maybe I'm part dog. Moving on. Stuck inside on a rainy day in 1816, writers Mary Shelley, Percy Shelley, Lord Byron, and John Polidori challenged each other to a scary story writing contest. Mary came up with the idea for Frankenstein and published it 2 years later at the age of 20. Wow, 20 years old. That's honestly pretty cool. Out of the classic monsters, Frankenstein was never really my jam. But I can get behind it. I like a little spooky stuff every now and then. In curling, good sportsmanship and politeness are essential. Congratulating opponents on plays, abstaining from trash talk are part of what's known as the spirit of curling. That's pretty cool. I like stuff like that. It makes me feel good when I see other people, have sportsmanship, but more so than sportsmanship. Just like compassion and empathy, even if you win. Honestly, that makes you like the coolest. Like, I watch a lot of fights because I'm into martial arts. And when someone's fighting competitively and they win, and then they're really humble afterwards, they're not braggadocious, they're very calm, cool, and collected, and they thank their opponent, that is the coolest thing ever. So this is cool. Spirit of curling, 10 out of 10. Many people are either right or left-eared and eyed in the same way we're right and left-handed. Interesting. Yeah, I did know that because back when I was pole vaulting, I also was on a archery team, and I will say that the competition was not very big, but I do pride my team in. We went to state and won, and we went to nationals, which was pretty cool. But we got dominated at nationals. But if you want to, if you know what, what am I trying to say? You know if you're left or right-handed. I'm right-handed, but it's mirrored for you. But I'm right-handed. If you want to know what your dominant eye is, the reason I brought up archery is I learned all this in archery. You just find a point somewhere, so I'll use the camera as the point I'm looking at, make a circle, and then you put the point in the circle. So naturally, I just do that with my right eye. And that's how you know. It helps to know which side of the bow you have on your face. Okay, moving on. The square dance is the official state dance or folk dance of 24 states. Okay, guys, half the country of the United States. Come on, we need better dancing than this. I need the Dougie to be 25 states of the United States official dance. Okay. Frederick. Oh my gosh. This is just who I am, okay? Frederick Douglass was deemed the 19th century's most photographed American. Nice, dude. You did some cool stuff. Let's keep moving. Sea cucumbers eat with their feet. So do I. No, I don't. Let's keep going. The oldest consumer. Gosh. The oldest customer complaint. I can read this. I can do it. The letters will not be jumbled. The oldest consumer complaint dates back to ancient Mesopotamia. In the nearly 4,000-year-old cuneiform tablet, a customer claims he was sold inferior copper ingots. Wow. Okay. That took me about 47 minutes to read, and I apologize that wasn't just a quick fact, so let's go. Let's move on here. Movie trailers are called that for a reason. They used to run after the movie. Oh, interesting. You know what? Let's bring that back. That should be the thing that comes back. This is a opinionated question, but I do enjoy, obviously I love cinema to death. That's why I'm doing this. I like to film and edit and all that stuff. So I like movie trailers, but I don't like that there's 18 at the beginning of a movie. And I also don't like that movie trailers now kind of sum up the whole movie for you. Give me some abstract stuff, a movie trailer. And let's put them at the end. That'd be kind of fun. Movie's over, I'm chilling. Just see what's gonna come out soon. Okay. Horizontal refreshment was a 19th century slang term for sex. And you know what? It's about to be a 21st century slang term for sex because I'm bringing this back. That's all I'm calling sex now is horizontal refreshment. That's great. Okay, listen guys. If you've watched the video to this point, you know that I struggle with words and reading. I told you I wasn't going to edit. I've already edited once in this video. And I'm not going to edit this out. But I'm not reading that. There's a fear of Friday the 13th, and this is what it's called. I don't have that, thankfully. Let's move on. The Mayflower landed at Plymouth Rock in 1620. A journal from the ship reads, We could not now take time for further search or consideration. Our victuals being much spent, especially our brewery. Okay. Well, I don't know what the hell that is or what that means, but I wouldn't want to live in that time, and I'm thankful that they were rugged people. Okay? but I'm not. So I'm not even going to try to decipher that, and I would get seasick and throw up. Cicadas that's not what it says. Cicadas have been known to confuse the roar of power tools for mating calls and sometimes swarm people using lawnmowers. Okay, well, never lowing. I was about to say never lowing my lawn again. And that is the word salad that I always run into when being me. So I will never be mowing my lawn again because that sounds terrible. Fun fact, this is the 2 brood year with cicadas. I live in, I'll just tell you, I think I have in other videos, but I live in the Midwest in the United States. And in short, without making this a long story, we're going to have over 1 trillion cicadas this summer, so it's going to be very, very, very loud. Moving on. According to 19th century Welsh tradition, any infant whose nails are cut before the age of 6 months will become a thief. I don't know what my opinion is on that. No. Like, that's not a thing. But, if you don't want to cut your baby's nails, whatever. If you don't want them to be a thief. Okay, so I read this as China. But there's no way it's pronounced that way. China is a Korean term meaning mom's friend's son. It is used to describe a person who's better at everything than you are. Oh, that's great. There's lots of people that would fall into this in comparison to me. Moving on. Polar bears gain more than 400 pounds during pregnancy. Damn. I mean, I get it. A polar bear is not a small animal. If you're pregnant with multiple, it's going to be, a lot of weight. Plus, you need to put on weight for the babies, and that makes sense. But 400 pounds, that is almost 3.5 of me. John Quincy Adams was an avid skinny dipper. His regular exercise regimen included dips in the Potomac River. Yeah, dude, skinny dip, it's great. Have you ever done it? If you haven't, you should. It feels very free. It's a cool feeling. Kind of makes you just feel connected, especially if you're doing it in a river like this and not a swimming pool. You're gonna just feel like you're a part of the earth. It's nice. Okay, let's do a couple more. France is the most visited city in the world. I would like to visit France. I've never been. I've been to Europe, but I've never been to France. And it'd be kind of cool to see what's going on over there. I do like traveling, but I'm also not crazy about traveling. Are any of you like that? Like, I would like to take maybe a 2-week trip once a year. And after I take the trip, I'm just like exhausted. But I do like the process of it. It's just tiring. The term onesies, referring to infant bodysuits, is owned by Gerber Children's Wear. Interesting. It's kind of one of those words that you don't really think about. Like, the brand owns the word, but you don't really think about it. Like Kleenex. Like, I'll just say, like, oh, give me a Kleenex. Like, I have to blow my nose. But Kleenex is the brand. No one says, give me a facial tissue. Let's do a couple more. Bedding was such a luxury in the Middle Ages that blankets and sheets were written into wills. Wow, that's kind of cool. I'm a big proponent of sleep, so I understand that. Let's keep going. Goosebumps are actually caused by a muscle. It's called the erector pili muscle. Do you guys get goosebumps when you get the ASMR trigger, I guess everyone's kind of different, but when I feel the ASMR trigger happening, it's usually my scalp. My scalp feels like it like pulls up and then it runs down my spine. But I don't really get goosebumps. Do you get goosebumps? We'll do this one and one more. Great white sharks rarely survive in captivity. Experts suspect the electricity in building interferes with the animal's electrosensory systems. Electrosensory systems. Electrosensory systems. Though that hasn't stopped some aquariums from trying and failing to display them. Leave them alone. Let them do their thing. Last one. Wax modeling pioneer Madame Tussaud was nearly executed by guillotine during the French Revolution. We can't end on that one. That one's just kind of like, it's not that interesting. I'm glad she was nearly executed. Like, I'm glad she survived. But that's just like a thing. Let's keep going. The FBI investigated the song Louie Louie because people thought the lyrics were dirty. After 3 months, the FBI abandoned the investigation because it couldn't make out the words. See, now that's actually interesting. I like that song. Louie Louie. Like that song. Very good song. It is hard to make out the words. And why was the FBI investigating it, even if it was dirty? Interesting. We'll stop on that one. If you made it this far, thanks for watching the whole video. It really helps. Yeah, I hope you enjoy these types of videos every now and then. I know in my analytics they are not the most popular videos, but you know, as a content creator, I feel like I have an obligation to myself to occasionally appease me and not the viewers. Like, don't get me wrong, I want you guys to have a good time. I want you to enjoy all the videos. But if I just become a slave to what everyone wants to see, there's no fun in it for me. So if you're new here, I will most likely always be doing role plays and trigger videos and stuff, but occasionally I'm gonna have fun and do a video like this. So without me rambling anymore, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you next week, and take care, and be nice to somebody this week. See you later.